Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market today, guys. More updates, more stories for you. The market is moving. Things are happening as usual, and so we are ready to jump into it. Let me mention something else, guys. Also on Marcus Rashford, many questions today. There is a bid for Rashford from Fenerbahce. There is a negotiation ongoing for Rashford to go to Fenerbahce. Money for Man United, money for Rashford. Top signing for Fenerbahce, another English player after Mason Greenwood. Many reports, guys, but my understanding is that there is nothing between Marcus Rashford and Fenerbahce. No negotiations, no conversations, also because Marcus Rashford, with all due respect to Fenerbahce, is not considering a move to Turkey at this stage of his career.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to United Focus. And today we have got a genuinely comprehensive update across every single thread of Manchester United's midfield pursuit. Fabrizio Romano has definitively closed the Kamavinga door, but also confirmed exactly what kind of midfielder United are targeting. Manu Kone has asked his agent to pause negotiations until after the World Cup bronze final, which means next week could be the decisive turning point. Nicolas Raskin of Rangers has emerged as a surprise name, with United's technical director Jason Wilcox reportedly an admirer. This is a packed one. Let's get through every single detail right now. Right, let's start with the definitive update that ends one chapter of United's midfield pursuit. Fabrizio Romano has clarified the Kamavinga situation completely and emphatically. Romano on his YouTube channel: Kamavinga doesn't want to leave Real Madrid this summer. Kamavinga wants to stay. Kamavinga wants to be an important part of the Real Madrid project next season. And Romano went further, explaining the fundamental logic that makes any pursuit essentially pointless at this stage. Manchester United have not started an official negotiation for Kamavinga. Before starting any club-to-club negotiation with Real Madrid, the point is what the player wants to do. The understanding is that Kamavinga still wants to fight for his place at Real Madrid. So unless Man United are able to get the green light from Kamavinga, it's pointless to go to Real Madrid and start the negotiation. That is crystal clear. No green light from the player, no point pursuing, move on. Now, the context of why Kamavinga might want to stay makes complete sense when you understand what is happening at Real Madrid. With Tchouaméni signing a new contract and staying, and with Mourinho now back at the Bernabeu bringing genuine excitement and a new project, a 22-year-old Frenchman seeing a clear pathway in a revamped Madrid squad makes perfect sense. Why leave when your club is in a genuinely exciting moment of transition under one of the most decorated managers in history? United had Kamavinga on their internal list. Romano confirmed it was discussed in meetings, but without player willingness, there is simply nothing to pursue. The Kamavinga story is over for this summer, at least. Right, now let's get to the player who genuinely is available, is interested, and is expected to make a decision in the very near future. Manu Kone of AS Roma. And the update today adds crucial new detail about timing and competition. Gazzetta dello Sport are reporting that Kone asked his agent to suspend any transfer negotiations until after the World Cup. That makes complete sense for a player who was fully committed to France's campaign. His World Cup ends this Saturday in the bronze medal match against England, which incidentally will also see Kobbie Mainoo and Marcus Rashford on the other side for the Three Lions. Once that match concludes and Kone returns from the tournament, the expectation from both Italian publications is that offers will land from interested clubs within days. Corriere dello Sport are confirming United as the front runners. The feeling inside the transfer market is that next week could be the real turning point in this saga. Kone himself appears keen on a move to United, according to reports. His dream destination is apparently PSG, but with the Champions League holders showing no serious interest in completing that deal, United are in the strongest available position. The fee, reports in Italy suggest around £47 to £50 million. Roma's financial situation means they genuinely need to sell. Manager Gasperini has publicly admitted the club must balance the books. Kone is their most valuable, saleable asset. This is a motivated selling club at a realistic price point. But, and this adds a layer of competition United needed to be aware of, Chelsea are also now credited with interest in Kone. The Blues reportedly spoke to Roma during discussions about Alejandro Garnacho, and Kone came up in those conversations. Chelsea are in the market for midfield reinforcement. If they make a concrete move, United cannot afford to be slow. One more fascinating detail worth noting. Kone is represented by Excellence Sport Nation, the same agency as Brian Mbeumo, who already plays for Manchester United. Aurelien Tchouameni, Jules Koundé and Mike Maignan are also clients of that agency. Having an existing relationship between the agency and Old Trafford through Mbeumo could genuinely ease the personal terms side of any negotiation. Next week, Kone's World Cup is over Saturday. The decision comes quickly after that. United need to be ready to move immediately and decisively. Now here is a name that has emerged somewhat from left field today, but with a credible source behind it that makes it genuinely worth discussing. According to the Daily Record, Jason Wilcox, United's technical director, is an admirer of Rangers midfielder Nicolas Raskin. United are expected to test Rangers' resolve for the 25-year-old Belgian, who impressed during Belgium's run to the World Cup quarter-finals before their exit to Spain. Here is what makes this interesting. Raskin has made clear he wants to leave Ibrox this summer and take his career to the next level. Atalanta had sounded him out as a potential Ederson replacement. That tells you he is on the radar of serious clubs making serious plans. Hull had a £14 million offer rejected earlier in the summer, well short of Rangers' current valuation. Rangers' current asking price, around £25.5 million, a figure they feel is justified given his World Cup performances and the current market for midfielders. Now compare that to Kone at 47 to 50 million, Wharton at 80 million minimum, Scott at 80 million minimum. Raskin represents extraordinary value if the quality is genuinely there. The Wilcox connection is significant. The technical director's personal enthusiasm for a player often accelerates a club's pursuit considerably because the most influential voice in recruitment is already on board. If Wilcox is a fan, United will take a serious look. At £25 million, if United are signing Kone as the primary third midfielder addition and Raskin as additional depth, that combined spend of £75 million for two midfielders still keeps United well within their overall budget. It is worth monitoring closely as an intelligent, value-driven piece of business that complements the headline additions. Ugarte. Surgery confirmed. Recovery significantly complicated. Now here is genuinely sad news for a player who has had a desperately difficult time at Manchester United. Manuel Ugarte has undergone surgery for the knee ligament injury suffered during Uruguay's group stage clash with Spain at the World Cup. Ugarte himself described the injury as the most serious injury a footballer can face. Surgery was required and his recovery period is now significantly complicated. The initial hope that he might return relatively quickly has been dashed. This is going to be a long-term absence. For United, this further changes the financial calculations around Ugarte. Selling him was always an important piece of the summer rebuild, with £25 million needed to avoid a PSR-related accounting loss. Finding a club willing to pay that for an injured player now becomes significantly harder. AC Milan and Galatasaray had both shown interest, but interest in an injured midfielder at that price is a very different proposition. United may need to accept a reduced fee, explore a loan with an option to buy once he proves his fitness, or simply accept they cannot shift him this window. The financial planning for further summer business needs to accommodate this setback. What Romano says United need. The profile defined. Let's be very clear about exactly what United are looking for based on Romano's most specific description this week. He said United want a defensive midfielder, a player who can run, a player who can bring fresh legs in midfield. Physical, intense, someone who can operate with energy and cover ground. He then described the characteristics more specifically. A defensive midfielder who can run, who can help with intensity, also physical. That profile, applied to the names on United's shortlist, maps most clearly onto Kone and Raskin, rather than some of the other options. Baleba has that intensity, but United have gone cold on him. Wharton is more of a deep-lying playmaker than a physical runner. Buadi is physically dynamic, but as an 18-year-old, the immediate impact requirement complicates his candidacy. Mecca fits the profile and United made inquiries earlier in the window, but right now, Kone is the front-runner. The timing works with his World Cup ending Saturday, and next week is described as the turning point. If United move quickly, decisively, and match Roma's asking price, this can be done before pre-season is in full wing. This is a genuinely fascinating moment in United's summer. The Kamavinga door firmly closed, the Kone door firmly open and about to be decisively tested next week. A surprise Raskin name adding intrigue and value. Ugarte's surgery complicating the financial picture, and the clock ticking on making this squad as strong as possible before Champions League football returns. Next week is the week. Kone's World Cup ends Saturday. By this time next week, United could have their third midfield signing announced.